Either on a lap or on a bench. Our next stop is going to be Mickey's Toontown Depot, your gateway to Fantasyland.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please wash your hands. Now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of an unordinary laughing place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Tiger Pooh, Chigger, Brer Rabbit, and Brer Bear on their fun-filled adventures. We saw them turn around right down here on the water. That was cool. As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in East Province, we're now joining up with the Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop.
Alrighty, friends, we are now arriving at Mickey's Toontown Depot, your gateway to Fantasyland. Please remain fully seated until the train comes to a fully complete stop along the platform. Reminder, friends, that Toontown itself is closed for refurbishment will not reopen until 2023, as well as its small world, which is currently being reimagined for our 2022 holiday season. However, the rest of our Fantasyland attractions, including Matterhorn Bobsled, Pinocchio's Daring Journey, Peter Pan's Flight, Snow White's Enchanted Wish, and many more are still open for you to enjoy. Once again, friends, please remain fully seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop along the platform. Good evening, friends, and welcome aboard to those of you that have just joined us. We are now getting ready to depart. Please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train car while we are in motion. Parents, a reminder to please keep an eye on small children, making sure that they are fully seated and away from those large train openings, either on a lap or on a bench. Our next stop is going to be the Land of the Future, Tomorrowland Station.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. To a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future.
Alrighty, folks, we are now arriving at Tomorrowland Station. Please remain fully seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop along the platform. As a reminder, Tomorrowland is going to be your destination for Space Mountain, Star Tours, Autopia, Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters, the Astro Orbiter, Finding Nemo submarine voyage, and of course the monorail. Once again, friends, please remain fully seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop.
Alright, friends, please take their seats. Make sure all little ones are completely seated away from the train openings or on an adult's lap. Everybody needs to be completely seated in order for this train to leave the station.
At the next stop is
Aboard, bud.
Good evening, folks, and welcome aboard. To those who just joined us, we are now getting ready to depart. Please remain fully seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train car while we are in motion. Parents, a reminder to please keep an eye on small children, making sure that they are fully seated and away from those large train openings, either on a lap or on a bench. Our next stop is going to be Main Street, USA, but before we get there, we are going to make a small detour through the south side of the Grand Canyon and a trip back in time to the Primeval world. As we enter the tunnel up ahead, you are more than welcome to take pictures of our dinosaurs, but
No, they had the first one.
no flash photography, no video lighting, and no lighted toys of any kind. This includes bubble wands, lighted up ears, lightsabers, astro blasters, and anything else you may have that glows in the dark.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren, incluidos los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con plato.
If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again.
Alrighty, friends, we're now arriving back at Main Street Station. Please remain fully seated as the train comes to a fully complete stop on the platform. As a reminder, Main Street Station is the only station in this entire park that does not have to be raised by elevators. It is sitting stairs all the way down.
About 5 minutes after we depart, trains arrive every 5 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Like you, it's very easy to try it.
Alrighty, looks like we got that green light. For those of you who just joined us, hello and welcome aboard the Holiday ride on the Disneyland Railroad. For your safety, we ask that all guests remain fully seated at all times. Please keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train as the section of the train is in motion. Parents, please supervise young children and seat children under the age of 7 fully, either on a bench or the lap of a guardian, and away from the train's openings for their own safety. Our next stop is New Orleans Square Station, and for those of you in the queue, next train will be here in about 5 minutes. Train arrives every 5 minutes. Thank you.
Stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the Primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead of New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a full stop. Then watch your step as you're getting off.
We're now arriving at New Orleans Square Station. Please remain seated till the train has come to a full and complete stop. And when you're stop for Happiness and Holiday. This is also your stop for Tour Country, Adventureland, Fantasyland, and the best entertainment in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Once again, folks, please remain seated till we come to a full and complete stop. And welcome to the Bayou.
Basically just like breathe it.
He'll say it.
Yeah. Like thousands just like bring the pool, but there's like.
I guess it's not
And for those of you staying on board with us, we do kindly ask to please light
What was that, bud?
We'll be on our way momentarily. Meanwhile, as we're waiting here, just a quick reminder, folks, we do ask that all guests must remain fully seated at all times throughout our trip. This does include children. Children under the age of 7 must also be fully seated, either on a bench, on the lap of a guardian, or behind the bench, and away from the train's openings for their own safety. Thank you. To those of you in the queue, next train will be here in about 5 minutes. Trains arrive every...
We're going through the tunnel. Oh wait, we're going through
It's funny, I remember reading the application talking about heights, that you have to be at high heights. Yet,
going through Splash Mountain.
I remember reading the application when I applied for Disney, that are you comfortable with being at high heights above?
Remember,
But-
Yeah, Dad, it doesn't have.
Thinking that you have to have the harnesses for those heights. Like, oh my gosh, okay. Could have included that.
Remember that part? When we go to like, the big drop? That's the part that we're going in.
I missed that when they used to bring that thing down. It would fill up so much faster.
Alrighty, folks, looks like we got that clearance to go. To those of you who just joined us, hello and welcome aboard the Holiday 5 on the Disneyland Railroad. Safety, we ask that all guests remain fully seated at all times. Keep all hands, arms, feet, legs inside the train, especially while the train is in motion. Parents, please supervise young children and keep children under the age of 7 fully, either on a bench, or behind the bench, or in the lap of a guardian, and away from the train's opening for their own safety. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, and as those of you who need to, let's see what we learned about in 5 minutes. Surprise every 5 minutes. Thank you.
We're now entering Splash Mountain. Remember to be the location of the one and only Laughing Place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a Zippity Doo-Dah Day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Brer Rabbit, and Brer Bear on their fun-filled adventures.
Charlie, remember the restaurant? Over there?
As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost of these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. There is the revered Indian shaman, sharing his story with those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable. Like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Remember your personal belongings and stay.
We're now arriving at Mickey's Toontown Depot. Please remain seated till the train has come to a full and complete stop. Although Mickey's Toontown itself is currently being reimagined, this is still your stop for all of Fantasyland as well as Matterhorn bobsled. Once again, folks, please remain seated till the train has come to a full and complete stop. Fantasyland is also home to many of our classic attractions, including Teacup, Peter Pan's Flight, our little brother Tinky Jr., Storybook Land, Snow White, and many more. Once again, folks, please remain seated till the train has come to a full and complete stop. And we hope you have a fantastic day.
For rides. So we know how it feels like tomorrow. What?
Oh, fun!
To the city who just joined us, hello and welcome aboard the Holiday 5 on the Disneyland Railroad. For your safety, we ask that all guests remain fully seated at all times. Please keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train, especially while the train is in motion. Parents, please supervise young children and seat children under the age of 7 fully, either on a bench or the lap of a guardian, and away from the train's openings for your own safety. Our next stop is, in the future, Tomorrowland. But don't worry, we'll get there today. Those of you in the queue, make sure you'll be here in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. Future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star steamers, submarines and astroblasters, and if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of March 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships, or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train.
We're now arriving at Tomorrowland Station. Please remain seated till the train has come to a full and complete stop. This is your stop for Autopia. Buzzlighters, astroblasters, Finding Nemo submarine voyage, pizza planet, hyperspace monorail, bus tours, and many more. Once again, folks, please remain seated till the train has come to a full and complete stop. And welcome to the future. We're for sure to make room for more passengers. Thank you.
Keep in mind, trains do arrive every 5 minutes. Thank you.
Welcome aboard the Holiday 5 on the Disneyland Railroad. For your safety, we ask that all guests remain fully seated at all times. Please keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train, especially while the train is in motion. Parents, please supervise young children and seat children under the age of 7 fully, either on a bench, behind a bench, or the lap of a guardian, and away from the train's openings for their own safety. Our next stop is Main Street, USA. But not before a quick ski tour through the Grand Canyon and then back in time to the Primeval world. As a courtesy to your fellow passengers, we do ask that there is no flash photography or video lighting. And to please not utilize any glowing or blinking items, be they bubble ones, mini ears, energized lightsabers, etc., as they frighten our dinosaur friends. Thank you. Those of you in the queue, next train will be here in about 5 minutes.
Arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado, tenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuida a los pequeños. Ahora, no tome fotografías con flash.
To the fantastic castle of Primeval World, land of the dinosaurs. Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes.
We're now riding on Main Street, USA. Please wait until the train has come to a full and complete stop. Be advised, Main Street is the only station that does not have a ramp of any kind, so you will need to wait till you reach the back of the stairs before unfolding your stroller. Once again, folks, please remain seated till the train has come to a full and complete stop. And thank you for choosing to join us on the Disneyland Railroad.
It's going to get hard to get used to your joke. Oh my gosh. This sounds a lot better than Melissa. Okay, I'll try to come in.
Welcome aboard. Please remain seated while the train is in motion. Parents, please supervise your children. Make sure they are completely seated on a bench away from the train's opening or on an adult's lap. Our next stop is New Orleans Square Station. Please remain seated.
Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland.
Once again, please make sure all little ones are completely seated on their bottoms. They cannot be standing or leaning against the rail. They need to be completely seated on a bench or on an adult's lap. Thank you.
For a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead of New Orleans Square Station, this station also serves as Disneyland Railroad. If you'll be meeting us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting off.
This is New Orleans Square Station. Once again, please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. This will be your stop for Adventureland, Frontierland, Critter Country, and your closest stop, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Please remain seated until we come to a full and complete stop, and welcome to the Bayou. The train is still moving. Take your seat. Okay, now you can go. Please remain seated while the train is in motion. Parents, please supervise your children. Our next stop is Mickey's Toontown Depot, your stop for all Fantasyland attractions.
To those just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids. It's where the critters are celebrating Zippity Doo-Dah Day. Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Rare Rabbit, and Rare Bear on now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. Indian shaman sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days rather than the month.
Just a friendly reminder, folks, please make sure all little ones are seated on their bottoms, either on the bench away from the train openings or on an adult's lap. They cannot be standing against the rails. They need to be completely seated. Thank you.
Stories that went with them were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings and stop.
Please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. This will be your stop for all Fantasyland attractions, including the Matterhorn bobsled. And to those of you that are interested, we do have a showing of Encanto's We Don't Talk About Bruno along the Small World building. And we also have projections here for Halloween screens at 9:30. Please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. While the train is in motion, parents please supervise your children. Make sure they are completely seated on a bench away from the train opening or on an adult's lap. Our next stop is Tomorrowland Station.
Hello everyone! Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. exploring spaceships, or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop.
We're pulling into Tomorrowland Station. This will be your stop for Star Tours, Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters, Autopia, Space Mountain, Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage, and for those of you looking to get back to the downtown Disney area or back to the Disneyland Hotel, this will be your stop for the monorail. Once again, please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop, and welcome to the future. Please remain seated while the train is in motion. Parents, please supervise your children. Our next stop is Main Street Station, but before we get there, we will be traveling through the Grand Canyon and back in time to the Primeval world. You guys are more than welcome to take pictures and videos. Just please no flash photography or video lighting of any kind while we are in the tunnel up ahead. So those of you with light-up Mickey ears, lightsabers, bubble wands, or any other fun light-up toys and accessories, please turn them off for the comfort and courtesy of those around you while we are in the tunnel. Once again, our next stop is Main Street Station. Please remain seated.
Canyon. For your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children and no flash photography. Para su seguridad. We're now returning to our own time and to Main Street Station, gateway to Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon. For those of you staying with us, we'll be on our way again in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.
Please remain seated until the train comes to a full and complete stop. This will be your stop for the entrance to the park and all Main Street shops. Those of you with folded strollers or folded wheelchairs, please keep them folded until you reach the bottom of the exit stairs. This is our only station without an exit ramp. We have stairs only.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the next evening. We'll be stopping at Gurley Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the Primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station.